I'll catch up. Leave no stone unturned. As a dutiful maid would. Leave it all to me. Someone needs assistance. I must leave no stone unturned.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite.
Steady as stone.
Dodge this!
Leave it all to me. If at first you don't succeed.
Cool it! Dodge this!
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. Steady as stone.
Your luck. Oh, so sorry.
As a dutiful maid would.
Dodge this!
I must leave no stone unturned. I cannot. Steady as stone.
Freeze! Ha! Ha! Ah! Ah! Ha! Ah! Cool it! Ha! Don't push your luck! Ha! Ah! Ah! Ha! Ha! Ah! 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 Ha! Dodge this! Ah! Don't get frostbite. Freeze! Cool it! Verdict is...
I missed a spot.
Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
to me. As a good knight should.
Have a taste of this!
Don't push your luck. Dodge this.
Have a little taste!
Steady as stone.
Freeze! Cool it!
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's. Ad Astra.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
we going? What's the plan?
Give me some Oh, so sorry. Freeze! Dodge this! Cool it! Don't get frostbite! Freeze! Dodge this! Freeze!
Leave it all to me. Yeah.
Verdict is...
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time. Don't push your luck. Freeze! Cool it! Freeze! Don't get frostbite! What's the hurry? Cool it! Freeze! You're getting on my nerves. Cool it! Oh, so sorry.
Wind blade!
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Guess we can rest a bit.
So, Sucrose, you need to be careful when you're opening packages. I once had a friend mail me some research materials, and all the bouncing around in transit caused a reaction. Once I opened it, it let out a stench that could wake the dead. If your package contains anything like that, then maybe you should check with Albedo first and see what he thinks.
No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials.
Timaeus! Sucrose! What are you two chatting about?
Oh, hey, you two. We're just talking about a strange package that Sucrose received recently.
A strange package?
Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together.
Huh? A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside.
There wasn't anything dangerous inside, just a bunch of strange cards. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they might be.
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing cards used for distinguishing reagents.
No, they didn't look like test cards. Here, have a look.
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers.
You could definitely... It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG! Yeah, we've been hearing about this game all over the place. But we didn't know it had made it all the way to Mondstadt. Must be pretty popular, huh?
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The Yae publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the Crocodile King has been captured inside. It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to his opponent's scheme and was sealed away in the casket of tomes. After being unexpectedly released by the kid, the Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks and become a legendary TCG player.
Timaeus.
Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose? If you're interested in how...
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline, citing personal reasons.
Well, I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now. I've committed to not even touch Genius Invocation TCG until I've made enough progress in my research.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh? What?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules.
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even... Okay, fine. Paimon's curious. Although, it seems like we can't learn how to...
Well, research is my priority, you know. But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail. Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. They're trying to learn the rule.
Understood. Traveler, Paimon, let's go to the Cat's Tail and try asking around. To be honest, hearing Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's...
Welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Sucrose.
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG. You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play, so I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve the new customer?
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose of a term, and we should instead refer to anyone who loves dueling with cards as TCG players.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyin. They will be in charge of taking care of our TCG players.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable TCG player of all, is capable of providing valuable guidance to our new players. The average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play, and he has no choice but to rely on me to communicate with everyone.
Wow! Another guy you can understand.
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? He is... Oh? What's that? Shuyen. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact.
It seems he really is capable of communicating.
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
It was the Duels of Genius Invocation TCG that allowed our hearts to bond.
So, playing Genius...
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, then please ask Shuyan, who will ask Prince. Though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent...
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. We'll play you instead.
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty cardmaster Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not...
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative. How about this? Diona!
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that?
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working...
Ha! Yeah. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? You know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry is gonna reach new heights.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself. A clear Prince speaks the truth.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then, our two customers...
But...
Shuyan, drink mixing.
Okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn.
That's what Prince said.
Okay, let's go through the rules. Yes? You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without...
That's right. We have some cards that I received from a friend.
Yeah. You're gonna need a few more cards than that. Okay, let me think. To learn the game, you'll need at least 2 character cards to switch between. Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed a customer had left a couple of character cards on the bar counter. Maybe you could use those for now.
Are you sure that's so...
It's already been a few days and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Who knows? Maybe he left them here on purpose. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because I like to play the game or anything. All right, so now we have 2 character cards. That's everything we need, right? Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's... to the world of Genius Invocation TCG! Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke it out with your opponent. Pew pew! Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, victory shall be yours! Now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's go.
First, we roll 8 elemental dice at the start of every round. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character skills. Not bad. You just made your first attack. During the action phase, both sides will take turns making their moves. After you use a skill to attack your opponent, it's their turn to attack. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move, it's our turn again. Now, these are Omni-Element dice. They can be spent on any move regardless of the elemental type. So, we're going to use them to pay for the pyro dice needed. That was pretty good. That's one opponent down, but the game has only... As much as we'd like to attack again, seems like we've run out of usable dice. In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do anything else this round. And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round. All right, here we are, and a fresh new round. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way we'll be able to... But don't worry, situations like these are why we have the option to reroll. Once per round, you can... When the action phase begins, the player who first chose end round in the previous round takes their turn first. This means that... Alrighty then, each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But... Never mind, let's start with a normal attack instead. Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any... now it's time to use.
Burn!
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to... Next up, it's time for your second character card. Oh, it seems... When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Cool it!
Good! Now are different types of an elemental at the moment. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have one active character, while others are considered standby characters. Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, we'll have to switch them to the active character. In this case, we'll have to switch to... You can spend one elemental die of any kind to switch a standby character to...
Let's go.
Switching characters is an action, just like using a... Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent just attacked D-Luke. All right then, now that D-Luke is our active character, it's time to use his skill. Because the opponent is already affected when triggered, this will allow you to... All right! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than character cards. These cards are all known as action cards. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Seriously? We still don't have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, you have your blade. Time to test it out! But wait, D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, we don't even have 1! Well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your current active character. And this card isn't useful right now, so we might as well use it for elemental tuning. Sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't roll the elemental dice you wanted. Oh well. Moving on. In Genius Invocation TCG, keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more important than the number of cards you have. In this case, well, let's just take all these useless cards and use them for elemental tuning. Just like playing cards from your hand. Come on, hurry up! Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough elemental dice to use Searing Onslaught! Because you have the White Iron Greatsword equipped, Searing Onslaught will deal 1 extra damage! What? Now comes the final part! Hoo yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile, and then draw the same number of new cards. What? Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, both players have to select their starting active character at the same time. Oh boy, this one's a real doozy. We gotta take it out pronto. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial starting character.
This will be interesting.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. You can preview your opponent. Check it out! So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be listed here in order. Reference this to come up with effective countermeasures. Well then, that's the end of the tutorial.
Dodge this!
Let's go.
Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action cards pile. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice
This will be interesting.
Don't get frostbite.
All right, cool. Those are the basics. What we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially for new players. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards, or in adventure challenge mode, with a fixed deck for each challenge. But the rules are all the same. As long as you understand the basics, then you should be able to take on any of those rowdy booze hounds.
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp.
Detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound. Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Naturally, you have some collaboration with my winery. I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG, seeing this particular card is a first for me.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he wasn't even playing the game while he was here.
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face.
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I...
Don't worry. Somehow, I don't think he'll be giving you any trouble over it.
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image of the Cat's Tail is It's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Don't let the door hit you where Lord Barbados split you. Uh-oh. Guard Captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. This sounds like fun. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30 action cards.
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And I didn't know what they were for at first. Now, it looks like we each have the Kaya... Alright,
the adventure challenge. In a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll also be able to grab new cards during an end phase. At the same time, your opponent must also spend elemental dice to take actions, so you'll be unable to view their intent.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
Stand clear!
Let's go.
My research... Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation.
This will be interesting.
I can do it.
Freeze!
Absorption test. to make adjustments.
This will...
Okay. One character card defeated.
Freeze! There can be no
Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Cool it! Ah! This doesn't look good.
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character cards. The rules must be more complicated than I first thought. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game.
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser. That kind of thing is looked down on in TCG circles.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. I just can't stand losing. But it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always gets to me when my experiments don't go as
You lost me at alchemy and experiments. But I'm pretty sure it's normal to feel that way. Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next. Seizing
But what if you keep trying and never win a single game?
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down. But, Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great
Thank you.
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you...
I'll definitely be back.
Alright. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shian's likely been busy making his tavern more popular with his delicious cocktails. Please. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. Sophie.
I see. So you have now grasped the rules of
That's right! The Traveler, Paimon picked it up from watching you and Sucrose.
Becoming a TCG player is not a... Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the test. Yes, although to be honest, it's not that difficult. Basically, to become an official and recognized TCG player...
So, you have to win 3 duels against 3 different opponents?
The duel you just played can count towards this tally. I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along, and from what I could hear, you both performed...
Same way you can...
A well-trained ear is... Sucrose, you... But first things first, Shuyen. Before that, our TCG newcomers should receive their free gift. Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me. Everyone who wants to start playing Genius Invocation TCG is entitled to claim a free casket of tomes.
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he?
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient TCG player. So the casket of...
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called...
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they...
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing card games.
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's see this casket of tomes already.
All caskets of tomes are issued by Margaret, so you will need to see her to claim yours. Probably for the best. If Prince and I were responsible for handing them out, knowing how eager we both are to promote the game, we'd probably have dished them all out by now. Okay, so go and see Margaret to claim your casket of tomes.
But even for the Traveler...
I shall choose the final contestant he must beat in order to become an official TCG player, for it must be one of comparable prowess. Excellent plan, Prince. Happy dueling, both of you.
Hello, you 3. Ah, I see you're here for...
So this is a casket of...
That's right. A purpose-built case for your card deck.
Yeah, well, even the...
True. So I'm glad that these customers, TCG players, are able to congregate at the Cat's Tail. You're not wrong, but that's secondary. The important thing to...
Alright. In that case, I'll go find some people to play against too. Let's meet back. Thanks.
recommendation is the same.
There's a player nearby! That way! Let's go see! Aha!
I'm sorry. Is there anything I can assist the two of you?
We want to become official Genius Invocation TC...
Oh, I see. Are you quoting the Knights of Favonius handbook at me? So be it. Then let the duel begin.
Let's go.
I want to help. Stand clear!
Let's finish this, swiftly.
There can be no excuse or defeat.
This will be interesting.
Cool it!
Gosh, I lost. You're remarkably good at this. Let's play again when you have some time. But
We did it! Now we have 2 victories under our belt. Let's get back to the cat's tail. Paimon wonders who Prince is gonna pick as our final contestant.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
I sensed that he had what it took to become an official TCG player. Defeat the not just Prince. I can't wait either. Come, your opponent is waiting for you in one of the private rooms.
He won't lose to them, whoever it is. Right, Traveler?
What ho, fellow voyager of the stellar void. Yes, even I step forth, oh...
Pardon my directness, but we have not been waiting that long. Mein Fräulein could afford to be...
Huh? Paimon knows those.
Your opponent sounds anxious to begin. Do not That's what Prince said. Please enter and enjoy.
But the Prinzessin. For, as the name of this hallowed rite suggests, this path is a treacherous one. It must be tread with great caution. For that is why none is more suited to appear in this audience chamber than the Prinzessin, whose Aug de Beurtelang des großen Kaleido-Phantasmus has witnessed...
Oh, is that right?
Indeed. Mein Fräulein has watched many games of Genius Invocation TCG, and...
Oh, that's true. Ah, this makes sense now. Prince did say that he was gonna pair us with someone of a similar skill level.
The princessin needed but a single glance at these mere machinations of mankind to discern their working principles. Thus,
Main Fräulein, too, has bested 2 opponents thus far, and
So there's a lot on the line, huh? Either Fischl or the Traveler is gonna come out of this duel as an official TCG player!
indeed.
the princessin herself heeds the call of fate and descends to this realm from the Emanakrai.
Main Fräulein, I implore you to consider less odious turns of phrase, lest you be forced to feast on your words in the fullness of time.
What? I shall not lose! What say you, Outlander? Do you wish to make an enemy of me, the Princessin of Ertelung, who even now begins to strum the strings of fate that shall sound out the traveler's requiem? Then I say it is time to see what you are made of.
Ready when you are.
Freeze!
Oz, reveal thyself!
Let's finish this, swiftly.
then shall... This is but a small sacrifice necessary to achieve ultimate victory!
Ready when you are.
Cool it!
Stand clear. Animal test 6308.
This is just my... what happened? Oz, with lightning twixt upper and lower mandible, strike thy pointy beak into this obstacle and remove it from my path!
Mein Fräulein, I cannot simply attack the traveler.
Dodge this!
This will be interesting.
Freeze! I'm not done.
Let's go.
Ha ha ha! Now see what happens to those who dare defy the Prinzessin!
I'm not done.
Impossible! Ugh, the cursed dragon looms near once more, casting its dark shadow on the slender threads of fate, hiding them from my vision. Traveler, was even this part of your plan?
What a truly ingenious plot, and what an exciting duel to witness.
Congratulations! You've won 3 duels now. That makes you an official TCG player.
Yeah! Oh, Sucrose, you're back!
Yep. I've won 2 games so far. When I got back, I heard you were in the middle of your final duel, so I came over to watch.
Nice! Sucrose won 2 as well!
It seems I am forced to admit, fellow voyager of the stellar void, that your mastery of the cards is second to none. To commemorate your glorious ascent to a battlefield beyond this lowly mortal realm, I grant thee an incarnation of my majesty in miniature.
Main Fräulein wishes to give you a Main Fräulein character card.
Wow! It's Fischl's character card!
'Tis a mere token of such. To the victor of this splendid duel is a boon of commensurate...
Excuse me, ma'am. I am also a beginner who has won 2 games so far. Might I also have the...
Nothing would delight me more.
One other thing. When I got back, Prince and Shuyan said there was something they needed to give you if you managed to become an official TCG player.
Probably not. Oh, Paimon bets it's some kind of prize for me. Let's go get our prize!
With 3 electro dice, I summon my eternal...
Ah, so it was you who won the duel in the end. I knew you'd do it. Very well done. Now, the first thing all new this handbook tells you Secondly, and thirdly, whenever you wish to play a game with a friend, you can use the invitation board there. Yes, it's right by the bar counter. Once you get the hang of it, you can play with your friends whenever you... That's it, really. If there's any... Yes, indeed, I'm quite sure they will. Oh, sorry, I forgot to translate for you. Hope you have fun playing Genius Invocation T...
There's a strange new customer in the tavern. Look! It's a huge finch!
Excuse me, I am not a finch. Oh dear, it seems... No, I can't quite remember my name. You can just call me Tubby, I suppose.
Well, hey Tubby. Don't think we've seen you around Mondstadt before.
That's because it's highly unusual for me to be in Mondstadt at all.
So, how come you came all this way just to visit the Cat's Tail?
As curious as I am to know how the drinks here differ from those in Liyue. No, in fact, I was sent here for a
What reason is that?
And if I am guessing correctly, and you are indeed the traveler, Then as it happens, it has something to do with you. Well, as I'm sure you've discovered, with the rising popularity of Genius Invocation TCG, inviting a friend to a duel, there's just one little problem. Many invitees currently have to travel an enormous distance to get here, turning the whole thing into quite an ordeal. I have therefore been sent here to create a little game room using the same Adeptus art as is used to construct Teapot Realms. That way, anyone with an invitation will need only to think the thought, and they will instantly appear in the game room. You will be free to use the room whenever you wish to invite a friend to duel, and it will be far more straightforward for them to take you up on the offer.
Wow! This will make things much easier! But what if Margaret finds out? She's not gonna get mad at you for renovating her tavern with your Adeptus arts, is she?
That shouldn't be a problem, since the realm will not be physically located within the cat's tail. Besides, we obviously sought the owner's permission in advance. She was quite enthusiastic. Oh!
Huh. Yeah,
Anyway, it's great that you're here. I was racking my brains trying to think how to get in touch with you after setting everything up. Right then, let's get started. Okay, that should do it.
Wow! Just like that?
Mm-hmm. You know, I have a feeling that we will meet again someday. Over to you. Now you can invite friends to duel with you in this room wherever in the world they are. I hope it... Oh, and I almost forgot. A guy from the tavern wanted me to say this. Hope you will have fun playing Genius Invocation TCG.
catches your eye.